In module 1, BJT biasing. Okay, before starting with BJT biasing, what is BJT? Bipolar junction transistor. And biasing, connecting an external supply to the BJT, is known as BJT biasing. Now the question is, why this is known as bipolar? Bi means two, polar means polarity. So two polarities take part in conduction process. So those which are those two polarities? Positive and negative. Positive and negative. So in electronics, what do you mean by positive charge? It is holes. What do you mean by negative? These are all electrons. So in bipolar junction transistor, both holes and electrons take part in conduction process. That's why it is called bipolar junction transistor. Do you remember about field effect transistors? What was it known as? These are known as bipolar devices. This is known as
Unipolar.
unipolar device. May I know why it is known as unipolar device?
So only electrons take part in the conduction.
Yeah. See, it is known as unipolar device because we had two types. When we talked about FET, we had two types. One is N channel, other one is P channel. So in N channel, electrons will take part in conduction process. In P channel, holes will take part in conduction process. So there are a single type of charge carrier which take part in conduction process. But in bipolar junction transistor, as we know that in BJT, we are having two types. The two types are NPN and other one is PNP. So by sandwiching a P layer between two N layers forms an NPN layer, NPN transistor. By sandwiching an N layer between two P layers forms a PNP transistor. So this N, as you know, N is having majority charge carriers as electrons since it's negative. P, it is having majority charge carriers as holes. Holes are positive charge carriers. In field effect transistor, hope you remember, there are three terminals. Can anyone tell me the three terminals? Three terminals.
Gate, source, and drain.
FET. In FET, I'm telling. Drain.
So gate,
Source.
source, and drain.
Gate, source, drain.
Right. But here in BJT, we are having emitter, base, collector. So we are having these three types, these three terminals in BJT, bipolar junction transistor. In NPN, as I told, N, P, N. So we'll have like this: emitter, base, collector. This is emitter region, this is base region, this is collector region. Emitter is heavily doped, the base is lightly doped, collector is moderately doped. Okay, this is heavily doped, lightly doped, moderately doped. May I know what is the significance of doping? What is the significance of doping?
Sir, it increases conductivity.
Yes, very good. So to increase conductivity, we are going for doping. So if doping is more, so conductivity will be more. So this is the structure of NPN transistor, which is a type of BJT, and symbol for this is this is the symbol for NPN transistor. The arrow mark terminal is the emitter, the middle one is the base, and other one is collector. So whenever you are using NPN transistor, you have to clearly mark the arrow mark. Many of the times I have seen they will write like this. Okay, so this is not correct. You have to clearly mention the arrow mark, because if this arrow mark is in inward direction, then it is called as PNP transistor. This is the symbol for PNP transistor. If the arrow mark is outward, it is known as NPN transistor. So this arrow mark is very important in determining what kind of transistor it is. And also some will write like this. This is also wrong. And some of them will write like this. This is also wrong. Okay, you have to write like this. Symbols, writing the symbol is very, very important. Coming to PNP transistor, similarly, in the place of NPN, we just replace PNP. This is PNP transistor. So we are having emitter with a heavily doped P layer, base with a lightly doped N layer, collector with a moderately doped P layer. This is the structure of the BJT PNP transistor we are having. If they are asking, please remember, if they are asking the types, what are the types? Should see the question, what are the types of BJT? Then it is NPN and PNP. There is one more thing, configurations. Okay, if they're asking what are the different configurations of BJT, then you need to tell common emitter, common base, common collector configuration. These are the three configurations you are having. So be clear if they're asking types, NPN, PNP. If they're asking what are the different types of configurations, CE, CB, CC. Common emitter, common base, common collector. Now, can anyone tell me what is this common indicates? The word common in this indicates.
So that terminal is common to both the other two terminals.
Yes, very good. So these are all the basic things. Actually, your syllabus start directly with the biasing, but without the basic things, it will be difficult for you to understand. You might be knowing the things whatever I'm discussing now, but let us have a revision. So if I take common emitter configuration. Common emitter configuration. Then, see, common emitter, common base, common collector. This configuration, all this applies to both type of BJT. Okay, so both type of BJT can be rigged up in common emitter, common base, common collector configuration. If we are telling common emitter configuration, and if I'm taking NPN transistor, then NPN emitter, the base, collector. So now this is the circuit we are having, and we are having common emitter configuration. So when common emitter configuration is asked, so we need to arrange this part in such a way that this emitter terminals comes in the middle. So now we'll write this circuit. Let us first write the block diagram approach. NPN, base, emitter, collector. Now here we are going to take the output, and here we are going to give the input. See, this is the input circuit and this is the output circuit. Both for input circuit and output circuit, the emitter terminal is common. That's why it is called common emitter configuration. And remember, for all amplifiers, we'll be using CE configuration only. Whenever we tell about amplifier, it will be in CE mode only, common emitter configuration only, because this gives a very high current gain. That's why we are going to use common emitter configuration. So why, how we can come to know it is going to give high gain? See, I told you the base is lightly toned. The base current always will be in terms of microamps, but the emitter and collector currents, they will be in terms of milliamps. Among milli and micro, which is greater?
Milli is great.
Milli is greater, right? So here we are giving input in terms of micro, and we are getting the collector current in terms of milli. That means this transistor, which is connected in CE mode, is going to increase the current, which was given in micro, is now it is giving out in milli. That means the gain has increased. The gain has increased. That's why we'll be using the common emitter configuration for amplification. So in whatever the amplifier circuits we study, everywhere you'll be using CE configuration only. So similarly, we are having CV configuration, CC configuration. So those things we can discuss in the next class.